Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jacob Jordan live. You know what I mean? Today we're gonna talk about this agenda that Jamie Carragher has against your World Cup champions, your World Cup champions, and you know what? We might just have to cook this guy. We might have to cook this guy because here's the thing, bro. I could understand if he was trying to run this in 2023. You know, after that horrible season, the season which we don't even want to talk about or bring up again. But I understand if you want to run that. And then maybe then last year, when we came top 6 and when we were supposed to come top 4. Understandable. But this season, you want to come in and you want to downplay our trophies, that we have to beat one of the most informed teams in the last probably 5 years. Defeat some of these Brazilian fans that have literally, not Brazilian fans, Brazilian teams that are literally putting their best foot forward to win this tournament, that are literally taking down European giants. Taking down European giants. And competing with one of the best Middle Eastern teams that can compete with Champions League teams. And put my light back on again. So when you come with these funny narratives, right? After I seen Inter Milan that was in my side of the bracket lose, Man City that was in my side of the bracket lose, Al Hilal that was in my side of the bracket lose. And don't try to run the funny narrative that Al Hilal is not a tough club to play, because I seen them play Real Madrid off the park. I seen them go band for band with Man City and come up with more racks. So don't tell me about Al Hilal can't chat. Al Hilal could chat to the biggest teams and the toughest teams in Europe, and they definitely could hold their own, because look at the talent on that squad as well. Look at the talent. We could go through the Al Hilal team and you're gonna know most of the players there. So when I see a lot of the rival fans trying to discredit the Club World Cup, I can understand. You know, most of them is just trying to run jokes, troll. But when I see Jamie Carragher, who's supposed to be an objective panelist, that's trying to run this same dead narrative, I'm starting to look at it more as, now, wait, is this guy being objective, or is this guy just, he's in his fields because my Chelsea used to cook Liverpool back in the day? Is that it? Is that where the hate comes from? Zola? We all know the Zola clip. He needs some milk. Let's check it out, bro. And I will bring up the Zola clip too. I don't care about hey. Let's check out what he's talking about first.
Effectively thieve
Yeah, but
Crystal
why-
Palace's place in
Does
the
it
competition.
matter if we say it's right or not? It's the situation we're in. Saying, oh, we'll step back, that's not realistic in any situation.
Didn't
That will
Brighton do
never
it?
happen.
Didn't Brighton actually
Brighton
say
could
that
have
they
actually
didn't want
challenged it, to be
the
fair.
place?
They didn't-
Brighton did something, bearing in mind their rivals. Brighton actually did the right thing in this.
Knowing that they had no chance of taking the place.
But they didn't try, they didn't start grassing. Rory, we're on the Club World Cup now.
Can I just have
how are
one
you
moment?
seeing?
Yeah.
Slap him.
How would you see that in terms of a competition? You know,
Historic.
the pride. Yeah, it's historic. It's truly historic, and we've won it again. And it's
Look at them. Look. Oh my gosh, that just pissed me off, because why the fuck did they just take the whole page back? But look.
Rory, we're on the Club World Cup now.
Can I just have
how are
one
you
moment?
seeing?
Slap him.
Look at this.
How would you see that in terms of a competition? You know,
Historic.
the pride. Yeah.
Look, it's historic. Look who's laughing. Scholes is laughing. Scholes, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Because I'm pretty sure, let's put the Club World Cup back in the day. If this Club World Cup format was to happen back in the day, I'm pretty sure most of the clubs would be buzzing. they'll be excited for this to happen. And if Man United was to win the first ever Club World Cup in 2008, let's say it happens in 2008, these guys would have been chest out bragging about it today. I promise you, they'd have been chest out bragging about it today. Yeah, we won the first ever Club World Cup, mate. You know, Man United were a big club. This is what we're supposed to do. Same thing if it was Carragher. Big club, what Liverpool, big club, what we're supposed to do. You know, first ever trophy. That's heritage. But when it's Chelsea, it's funny, no? It's funny. I'm going to remember that when we win our next Champions League. I'm going to remember that. This is going into the receipts vault. I'm on everything today.
Historic.
All look at these two. Look at this. Look at these two. Bro. Brighton. Okay, I don't have to talk about Brighton. We could just wait for you to just produce another star. We're gonna come get him. You know what I mean? Thank you for like, you know, that's like Brighton is like Cobham on steroids, you know, because now you guys can actually like, you know, compete in the Prem, and you know, you could like really develop our players at a Premier League level. So we don't have to really go all the way deep into the Cobham. We just go to Brighton, you know? So I don't have too much smoke for Brighton. Nottingham Forest, y'all was supposed to be in the Champions League, buddy. You were third. Wagwan. Snitching on niggas. Snitching on Crystal Palace for a European spot. From third to snitching on Palace for a European spot. Don't laugh at my trophies, bro. Do not laugh at my trophies. Are you dumb?
Again.
Don't laugh at my trophies, bro. Crazy. Niggas, yo, we snatched 2 majors and your Champions League spot. Chin up, lads. Chin up. Yo, y'all can't. Hey, chat. I'm too honored for y'all to put me on something like this. I'm too honored because I've been taking a lot of shit for the last 2-3 years from rival fans on Twitter, because that's why I've been doing a lot of my damage, right? But now that we just won a major, I'm not taking, bro, 21 trophies in the last 20 years. That's a trophy for every year and an extra one, bro. Come on now. Majors.
I genuinely have. I think it's a tournament that I have. You're smirking. I genuinely have. I went to Japan in 2012. Like I genuinely.
Trying to look down on it. Look at them trying to look down on it.
Always wins it, though.
Well, funnily enough, Rafael Benitez made a pig's ear of it in Japan, and Corinthians beat us. Yeah, no, that's more to do with Benitez. But look, overall, I think it's really significant what Chelsea did, and I think people will be sneery about it. But if you look,
they are.
Of Paris Saint-Germain in the final, if you look at Cole Palmer's performance, and then just the magnitude, it's New York City in front of the President of the United States, beating Luis Enrique's European champions.
If it's
massive,
if it's that prestigious, which and when we won in Europe, I do think it's one of those trophies that most people outside of your club will just go, "Oh, it's no big deal." But when you do it yourself, it's a big thing. And if this competition, who knows in the future, could become a big
who knows?
It is every 4 years.
Brother, let me tell y'all something. What FIFA said directly, and you could go Google this. They want this competition to be regarded higher than the Champions League. And it just makes sense because it's the Club World Cup. It covers all the leagues. It's just common sense. And you know what heritage is? Heritage is when you go in a World Cup, Club World Cup final, right? Where everyone is throat boxing with PSG. Everyone has PSG down their throats. And you snatch that chain in the first half. That is heritage. That is heritage, bro. Thank you, Man City, again. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Shout out to Brighton, the little bros. You know what I mean? Shout out to Arsenal. Baby bros.
I just don't like the.
When you played in it, did you want to?
I was
take it seriously?
devastated when we lost it.
Well, yeah, okay.
But
Oh.
I mean, because
Oh.
we went. Liverpool
Oh, so you're devastated when you lose it, but when other teams win a bigger format and they add in tougher teams. Cause y'all wanna say, oh, they had it easy to the final, easy run to the final. It's not my fault Man City didn't do what they had to do against Al Hilal. It's not my fault Inter didn't do what they had to do. It's not my fault. And then Al Hilal is another team that was cooking. And then they got knocked out by Fluminense, the Brazilian sides that everybody's looking down on. People don't want to bring up the tactics. No, people just want to look at the sides. Fair enough.
For Liverpool, it's very difficult to do
Funny.
something that's never been done before. So I was gutted when we lost it in 2005, yeah? So I can understand from Chelsea's point of view, you think and this could become really prestigious in the future. But it's just the makeup of the tournament. I still can't get my head around it. It's still got to be fixed. You can't have the World Club Cup and not have the champions of England, Spain and Italy in it. That's just bizarre.
Bro, imagine if we, you know what's so funny? Imagine if we did this for qualifications for the World Cup. Imagine if people tried to downplay World Cup wins because, oh, Italy didn't make it into the World Cup this year. Germany didn't make it into the World Cup. Imagine most of the European teams, the big heavy favorites, by some miracle, right, just didn't make it into the World Cup. I guess the World Cup doesn't matter that year because the European, the major favorites for the European team. Let's say by miracle, Germany, England, France, Italy doesn't make it into the World Cup, right? We only get Spain, the Netherlands, and what's the other team we could throw in there? Spain and Netherlands and Croatia, right? Oh, that World Cup win just doesn't matter. There was no England, there was no Spain, there was no France, there was no Argentina, there was no Italy. What? Hello? Anybody home? What? What are you talking about, bro? If you want to get in there, meet the requirements, broski. Win it. And the funny thing is, these requirements were set, I believe, 2 years in advance. In 2023, they was talking about, they made it set in stone that it's going to be a bigger tournament. And coming down the line, this is how you could get in. So they gave you 2 years, bro. You should have won a Champions League. You should have won a Champions League, bro. You mad at me? Because we won a Champions League in a year where everyone thought we was gonna win it, losing the final. You mad at me? What you mad at me for? That's the same year that your team won the league. What you mad at me for?
Leagues probably in the world.
But
and
it's
the
not
champions
about
of all
that.
three.
It's about being the champion of your continent over the past. So there will be.
Cook
there
him,
will potentially
Rory.
be,
Cook him.
An Italian representative. If an Italian team in the next 4 years wins a European Cup, that's just the metric to get into the tournament.
No, that's what I'm saying. For me, that has to change. It doesn't feel right. That sort of a Champions League
Doesn't feel right. Oh, Liverpool. Oh, we couldn't. Oh, you know how we haven't barely been winning a lot of trophies in the past couple of years. So just putting such a high benchmark for big gargantuan clubs that I believe Liverpool is, but we haven't been winning. So we have to lower the benchmark so my team could get in, so I could feel good about it. That's when I will respect the tournament. Because I believe if Liverpool was in that tournament, we would have won, even though we lost to Paris Saint-Germain in 2 legs. And Chelsea beat them in the first half. Oh my goodness, I'm so mad.
5 years ago, it was different manager, completely different players. And then you say we won the... It's a completely
That's
different...
interesting.
The best teams...
I think it might be the best in the world.
It's more meritocratic. Like just having, just for example, gifting the Premier League, England, a place in it because you're the champions of England. I don't think that's right. I think it's about being the best in the continent. And if no English club has been the best over the 4 previous years, then bad luck, you're not in. I think that's correct. And it means that if...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this how the United Legends talk? Isn't this how the United Legends talk? I'm pretty sure this is how the United Legends talk. If you're not good enough, you're not good enough. That's how they all talk. That's all they all talk. Gary Neville, to Scholes. I forgot that one. Roy Keane. That's how they all... If you're not good enough, mate, you're not good enough. Oh, this is the highest level. But then we have Jamie Carragher. no treble, no Prem, Champions League, fair enough, huge trophy, fair enough. I feel we should lower the standards and let England, just the domestic trophy winner, the champions of England, get in to the World Cup. We should just do that, and we should just change it. We should change it because the standards are a little too high for Liverpool at the moment. Double standards everywhere.
The Italian side wins it. If we've got a French side that's won it. They'll get in, and I think that's good. I think it's good.
No,
I
Maybe
think
the
it's
name
bizarre.
needs to change. Then, because the World Club Championship, you want the best teams in the world, isn't it?
But is this
And
not a
they're
way
not.
of suggesting that they are the best teams? They're the
How-
best.
how-
They're
teams.
the best teams. They beat the best. You gotta beat the best to be the best, and that's a man. Isn't that not a Man United way of looking at things? What's this softy way of looking at things now? You know what it is? It's emotion, because Scholes, Keane, Neville, they've been seeing Man United get the belt. They've been seeing United get the belt, right? So now they don't hold United to the same standard they used to. Because if this was 2012, they wouldn't be talking like this at all. They wouldn't be talking like this at all. At all. And that's what I'm trying to bring everyone's attention to, the double standards. When it's United, oh yeah, we're United, mate. Oh, we're United, mate. Oh, we're United. When it's Liverpool, yeah, Liverpool, biggest club in England, yeah, Liverpool. But when it's Arsenal and Chelsea, and I'm gonna throw Arsenal on this too because they be getting the smoke from those two clubs as well. Or City, plastic club. They just bought their success. It's always an excuse. It's always an asterisk on when the other clubs do it. But they don't like to put no asterisks on Pool. They don't like to put no asterisks on United. And the more fans call out this foolishness and this stupidness that they love to do, the more they're going to realize that people ain't falling for the gaslighting. And they're going to stop. And if they don't stop, then you're just making your program not as reliable. We can't look to your opinion and be like, okay, we're getting a unbiased and an objective opinion. We can't look to the show anymore. What's the reason of watching the show? Because the two main pundits on this show specifically, they just have an agenda they want to run for their clubs. What's the point of listening to this show? And if you try to push back, they're gonna just try to box you in. Let's let them finish their point.
Because they're the full European.
You finished fourth or fifth in the Premier League
They've
What?
won the European Cup, which
with a different manager and a different set of players. It's not the same team.
so
I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go at.
Bro, that just makes us more impressive. The team but then that just, you know what that I saw that as? That just shows the strength of the Prem. Because not only did Chelsea give this PSG team a loss, but also Aston Villa. But people aren't gonna go and say about Aston Villa. They're not gonna go throw no narratives on Aston Villa. You know what they're gonna say? Oh man, that was a great game. Unai Emery did his thing. They're just gonna leave it at that. Let it have been Arsenal that beat PSG. Asterisk is coming on that from those pundits. They wouldn't have said, "Oh, fair play. Arsenal's a better team." Nope. Asterisk. Chelsea beat PSG. Asterisk. Let's move on from this clip. I think we've seen enough. Going on to Rory predicting. I almost said my boy. He's not my boy. But going into Rory predicting where Chelsea might finish on the top 5 or 6.
Based on betting patterns as well, isn't it? I think more people put
let's
money
go
on United.
scientific.
And we've made signings. I don't think Villa have made too many signings. Cunha and Mbeumo would impact that.
Rory, come on, you're up again now, aren't
Okay.
Hold that. Bah!
Oh, no.
Wow.
4th? Oh, okay. Wait.
You know,
Wait. So wait.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
Wow.
So third.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm my own man.
Wow.
I'm my own man.
Wow.
That's right.
Third.
Put that in your pipe.
What do you base
Now
that
we're
on?
all wrong
Third.
because of you.
You've got to try and get it all right between
We're
yourself.
we're the greatest team in the world. Right now. We're the greatest team in the world. Like I said,
We won it all, mate.
lifting silverware.
We won it all.
Is significant.
Smoke
Champions-
on that.
Champions of
How
the
can you be
world.
champions of the world if
Did you
the
see?
champions of England in sport
Did you see what?
If make a man shit himself many times, because you don't want to rely on the ifs too much. You sound like an Arsenal fan right now. You don't want to rely on the ifs too much. Come on, bro. Let's chill. I don't know if that's a red cartel thing, but let's chill on the ifs.
What we did to the champions of Europe.
Sorry, yeah, you haven't answered my question.
I'm basing it on what we did to the champions of Europe.
Okay.
And therefore, 3-1. It's a good price for Chelsea to win the league.
Okay.
You've ruined it now.
No,
No, we
Flav
ruined it. We
Flav
ruined it when Tottenham were putting 50 to 1. That was
No, but
ruined.
that
then.
makes sense.
that makes
Come on,
sense.
Or if are we being silly?
I
We're
want to see where you're going to put Man United.
Well, Man United.
Now, I'm just gonna give, because this is already a long video, I'm just gonna give one example of how a proper pundit looks at a game. Right? Now we all know what Scholes would say about Chelsea versus PSG. We all know what Neville would say about PSG, Carragher would say about PSG versus Chelsea, all that. All right, let's look at this. Right? Look how objective he is.
If you were asked by a Chelsea fan, Thierry, what is our team's best chance? What would you say?
For the final. Listen, right now nobody wants to play Paris Saint-Germain. It's a final, anything can happen. But right now, when you see that Paris Saint-Germain only conceded a goal, and whenever they win, it's 3-4-5, all the best. Now, do I think that Chelsea can hurt Paris Saint-Germain
Keep in mind, this is before the game, and I pretty much I'm agreeing with everything he's saying right now.
on the break? They have the speed, they have the talent, but you need the ball. And you also need to pass that first line of pressure that we all saw that was tough.
You see the difference in how he breaks down the game? One of those other two try to break down the better teams, how he goes about it.
For Inter to get out of that. It was tough to Real Madrid to get out of that. So you can have another approach. Can you maybe skip the first line of pressure, hold that ball, and then run? But I don't see, like, logically how Paris Saint-Germain is not going to win that. But like I said, Botafogo did it. Why not Chelsea?
If you were asked by a Chelsea
It's that simple. It's that simple. He says, yo, logically, they've been on a tear. They've been in the best form. I don't see Chelsea winning. But when you see a team like Botafogo, or you could even say Aston Villa beat them, there are things there you could look at and try and beat PSG with. No bias. No. Chelsea, they have spent this much players. They should win. Chelsea, I don't see them as a threat because they just spend too much on players. Like, whenever they want to downplay Chelsea, they don't go to the tactics. They don't go how the team is playing. They don't go to the form because our form has been red hot, right? So they can't go to that. They're gonna go to Chelsea. Just spend so much on players and you guys have finished fourth in the league and things like that. They don't really want to objectively break down. Oh, Chelsea has been improving in their tactics. They have swapped out their whole front line, reinforced the defense, reinforced some of their most important positions, especially with getting backup for Carragher and backup for Caicedo, backup for for Enzo Fernandez. And I'm not talking this is just backup. This is competition. Let me be very clear. This is competition. Right now, these guys are the starters, but don't get it twisted. If they drop off in performance and the guys we just brought in are performing, guess who's gonna start? The ones that are performing. So they don't talk about stuff like this. No, Chelsea they just run the same agenda, same narrative, and you guys that are watching this video now need to cook these frauds, bro, because we're not gonna keep letting them run the double standards. We're gonna let them take accountability for being wrong, especially at the start of the season where they predicted Jamie Carragher predicted us finishing 9th, and we're gonna make them up, if not apologize, just admit that, hey, bro, I am wrong at times. Even though I'm a professional football player, I am wrong at times. Because that's a first step. That's the first step. But like I said, y'all, follow me on X, like the videos, share it to all the Chelsea fans. Up the Chelsea.